Morning, everyone. This is Trend Follow this side, and it's that time of the week. Let's do this. So, the plan for in today's video, we'll discuss the plan for this week, some of the zones, some of the ideas, some of the theories I have for this week. I have seen some probabilities which I would like to discuss with you guys. But before I start, I should start with something very important, right? The warning. This week you have three major news, which is USD, CAD, and JPY rate statement on Wednesday. So it's gonna be a volatile week, which can also mean that USD and CAD and JPY names may just chop around till Wednesday at least. There is a possibility of that. So keep that in mind. So starting from with that said, let's start with the futures chart, right? So we'll start with DXY. So with respect to DXY, something really interesting has happened. It has taken this weekly liquidity here and it has taken the weekly liquidity here, right? So now where will you go? I don't know, right? But the safest option is that it tests this weekly high and comes here, right? And then we can short. The other option is it comes here and then we can short. So these are the two zones that I would really focus on DXY to go long USD and USD names. So like Euro USD, right? So that's what I wanted to begin with. That this is the zone where I will start watching USD names. Now it is quite possible that you don't see something like that. It goes there and then comes down, right? So in that case, I will try to see if there's any daily supply formed. For that case, I will have to post it on Twitter if the market action says that there is a chance that you do something like this and then something like this. For that, I would want a daily supply here, which I don't see right now, right? So for me, at least according to the market structure, I do think that the probability is for it to bounce till here and then go down, right? So that's what I think can happen. That's where the highest probability of taking a trade would be. And as I said, if this becomes the daily demand and you come down, then I will try something like this. All right, so that's DXY for you guys. And next is GBP. So this is one of the most important charts also. Reason being, I would say, is because this is where the news is not there. And I know I always say news should be there, but in weeks like this is a name which is safe, right? So in this case, what I would like to say is, so it took this weekly liquidity here. So I do think there is a probability that it tests here, right? So if it comes here, this is where I would try to focus on Euro USD, and we'll go into that chart to make sense out of it, right? So my focus will be here. Now, if on weekend, right, not weekend as in Sunday, Monday, it comes here, like the first candle, that's where I will focus on shorting GBP names, and we'll go into that too. So my area of interest is here to short, right, and here, not here, sorry, here to long, right. Keep in mind that GBP took a daily supply before coming here, right? So it is possible that it does something like this, chops around, comes down, right? So I want to see how is the next daily candle, and if there's a daily FVG, short GBP names from that, and we'll go into that. Okay. So that's my plan on GBP. If GBP comes here, then I will focus on GBP Euro USD. All right. So now Euro USD or Euro futures. Again, the same problem. Euro has taken a weekly liquidity from this region. Euro has taken a weekly liquidity from this region. Will it go down? Will it go up? Will it come down here? I don't know. Right? So we'll have to wait and watch. I think the safest trade, honestly, is if it breaks the previous week low, takes the liquidity and goes up. Will that happen? I'm not entirely sure about that. But if there is any demand being formed here, I will focus on that if GBP USD takes the weekly slash monthly liquidity. So that's the plan for Euro. Okay. In terms of CHF, we are in this trade on CADCHF, right? I am still in it. I do think there is a possibility that it just goes up. The interesting point here is equal highs, and there is a lovely 8-hour demand that just caused this move. So something like that is possible. But keep in mind, if DXY really shows strength, it would not be surprising that this also continues going down, right? Because of CHF in general. I have a feeling DXY shouldn't go that up, but because of rate statement, you never know, right? So that's why I would stay away from USD names at least till Wednesday. So set your reminder on Wednesday that you can open those names after Wednesday. All right. So after that, I think the other case is CAD comes here, takes this liquidity, and then I will focus on Euro USD. Now, you may ask me, why are you focusing so much on Euro USD or Euro names? And I believe Euro is very strong, right? So I would like to get a piece of this momentum. With that said, I think Euro GBP is your best bet. So let's move back to daily. Euro GBP has two areas which I am damn interested in, three I should say. So the first is here, which is 8-hour demand, right? Which I will concentrate on. The second is this area here, and the third is here, right? So the safest option obviously is this, where your entry is in this zone, your exit is here somewhere. The second safest option is here, and the third is here, right? So all of this will depend on GBPCHF for me. I want to see GBPCHF come in this uh, supply. So that's where I think I would like to focus on, or I should say on two things. Either GBP USD comes in supply, right? Or this guy comes here, right? So that's where I will focus on, right? So my first priority would be Euro GBP, and I would be concentrating on these three areas. My favorite, I think the possibility of coming here is the least, and this has the highest probability, and this has medium probability. In terms of success rate, I think this is good, this is okay, and would need lot of confluence, right? So now let's go to EUROCAD. This would be my second favorite name. The reason it's second is because, as I said, CAD and USD both have news. I will try to focus on this on Wednesday, after Wednesday or on Wednesday, I should say. In this has like lot of beautiful zones and zones. What I mean by that, daily demand here, daily demand here, daily demand here. So you have these three daily demands, which is zone and zone. So this has a lot of confluence for it to bounce something like that. Will it come here? I don't know. But if it does, that's where my interest would peak. Okay, so that's where I will start watching the price action. Can it come here? Yes, it can. You never know. Because of this long wick, the price gets attracted till here. Because of long wick and rate statement, the price gets attracted here. You don't know. So that's why I'm saying like rather wait till rate statement. That's where I would focus on. Okay, Euro USD we already went on it. I think with Euro futures chart, the idea which I have on that is I want to make sure that GBP USD takes the liquidity or USD CAD takes the liquidity before thinking about this one, right? But if it comes here, then I will blindly trade this name. Okay, so the next name is GBPNZD. GBPNZD, I wanted to come in this area, either in this area or in this area. Why I'm really interested on this is you see odd has equal highs, equal lows, right? So I think there is a possibility you see something like this, or you see something like this. So again, I would like to see GBP really weak and see if there is any confluence that happens, any combinations that happens. But this would be the name I would be focusing on. Either they come in this region. Why this region? If you see 12-hour chart, there's a clear 12-hour supply, which I really like, and there's a clear 12-hour supply here. So let's say it does something like this, comes here, breaks this, becomes weak here, and then goes down, right? Similarly on GBP odd, let's say it comes here, then there is a 12-hour supply, comes here, becomes weak, and then comes here and then comes down, right? So that's the thought process I have on GBP NZD and GBP odd. GBP USD, I'm not planning to trade it, but if it comes here, that's where I will focus on USD next. If it comes here, that's where this or this, that's where I will focus on USD next. That's the idea. That's why I've kept it open. USD or CAD name, I should say, right? Next is GBPCHF. And GBPCHF, you have a very, very beautiful uh, daily supply right here. I think there is a possibility that you see this kind of move, and that's where my focus would be. I would love GBP CHF if it comes in that area with CAD CHF, right? So I would love that. Will that happen? I'm not sure, but that's what I would be focusing on. The reason I love this area is because this is mapped with daily, weekly, potential weekly supply. So the probability of this area acting like a beautiful zone is very high. So that's where my focus would be. Again, as I said, for me, GBP CHF would hold higher priority, especially before the news. After the news, I may have to think how the market has developed its price action. So that's where my thought process is on. That's what my thought process is on GBP CHF and CAD CHF. So ideally, what I would like to see is USD does something like this, comes here, and then CAD CHF also comes here. Will that happen? I really don't know, right? But with USD CHF, the problem I'm facing with the thought process here is it saved the weekly down close. They were about to do it, but they didn't. I would have felt more confident if they would have. So there is a possibility that there is some kind of manipulation and it comes here. With this kind of strong move, I think the probability is less, but nevertheless, my job is to tell you all the possible probabilities, right? I do think it's less, right? But I have been wrong on these things. It is very possible. No one can tell you what will happen in the market. It's all about the probabilities, right? But these are the zones I would be focusing on. So my first priority would be Euro GBP, right? And my first priority would be these Euro names, EUROCAD, Euro USD after rate statement. Then would be GBPNZD and GBPAUD, GBP USD and GBP CAD after rate statement, and then would be GBP CHF and CAD CHF and USD CHF after rate statement. I hope that made sense. I hope this video helped. This is the way I am thinking about this week. Last week, I think we were pretty good. I told you I'm bearish on DXY, and that's what it did. It really went down. Like I really call this reversal beforehand. I'm not saying that, oh, I will be always right, but most importantly, did you guys save money? I hope you did. And that's the motto of trading. Making money is important, but more important is saving money. So that's what we did. Awesome, awesome, awesome work there. But apart from that, I have been there is CHF, and you see the move on CHF names also, right? So that's what we do here. We make the bias and we stick with it and try to find trades according to that. I hope this video helped. I hope you learned something. Please feel free to like, share, and comment, and let me know if I can improve in any way possible. Having said that, I hope you have a great trading week. Please stay safe out there, guys. All the best.